Students, we continue long run cost curves. In previous class, you know short run cost curves. In present class, we see long run cost curves. In the long run, all the factors of production used by an organization vary. The existing size of plant or building can be increased in case of long run. There are no fixed inputs or costs in the long run. Long run is a period in which all the costs change as all the factors of production are variable. There is no distinction between long run total costs and long run variable cost as there are no fixed costs. It should be noted that the ability of an organization of changing inputs enable it to produce lower costing. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಪಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳನ್ನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳನ್ನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ವಿಶೇಷ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿ ಒಟ್ಟು ವೆಚ್ಚ ಅಥವಾ ಬದಲಾಗುವ ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳ ನಡುವಿನ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದನೇದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ರನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. Long run total cost refers to minimum cost at which a given level of output can be produced. According to Labinsky, the long run total cost of production is least plausible cost producing any given level of output when all inputs are variable. LTC represents the least cost different quantities of output. In figure 10 shows long-term cost curve. As shown, short-run total costs curves STC 1, 2, 3 are different plant sizes. The LTC curve made by joining minimum points of short-run total cost curves. The LTC shows what the joining all the short-run cost curves. As shown in 10, short-run cost curves STC 1, 2, 3 are showing different plant sizes. Okay. Suppose there are 3 sizes of plant and no other size of plant can be built. A, B, C are a different derivation of curves. So here, however, the long run organization can select from figure 11. It can be noted that till OB amount of production it is beneficial for the organization to operate the plant SAC2 as it entails lower cost than SAC1. If the plant SAC2 is used for producing OE, then cost incurred would be more. Thus, in the long run, an organization has a choice to use the incurring minimum cost of given output. LAC depicts average cost of producing for different levels of output. The LAC curve derived from joining lowest minimum cost of short-run average cost. So the LAC covers lowest minimum points of SACs. In first falls and then rises, then it is U-shaped curve. The returns to scale also affect the LTC and LAC. Returns to scale implies a change in output of organization with a change in inputs. In the long run, the output changes with respect to change in all inputs of production. In case of increasing returns to scale, organizations can double the output by using less than twice of inputs. LTC increases less than increase in the output, thus LAC falls. In case of constant returns to scale, organizations can double the output by using input twice. LTC increases proportionately to the output, therefore LAC becomes constant. On the other hand, in case of decreasing returns to scale, organization can double the output by using inputs more than. The LTC increases more than the increase in output. As a result, LAC increases. It shows the effect of LAC because of returns to scale. So it clearly shows when initially there is increasing, then constant, then decrease returns to scale. As shown in 12 up to M, LAC slopes downward. This is because that the IR is applied. On the other hand, at M, that is a constant. After M, LAC is the support, that is decreasing returns to scale. When cost increases, returns are decreases. Last one, long run marginal cost. Long run was defined as added cost of producing an additional unit of commodity while all inputs are available. This cost is derived from short run marginal cost. On the graph, the LMC is derived from the points of tangency between LAC and SAC. SMC curve can be learned through figure 13. So here, that is the LMC curve. In perpendiculars are drawn from A, B, C respectively. Then they would intersect SMC curves at P, Q, R respectively. By joining P, Q, R, the LMC curve would be drawn. It should be noted that LMC equals to SMC, and when SMC tangent to the LAC very clearly shows that figure how. So OB is the output at which SAC2 is equal to SMC2 is equal to LAC is equal to LMC. We can also draw the relationship between LMC and LAC as follows. When LMC lesser than LAC, LAC falls. When LMC is equal to LAC, LAC is constant. When LMC greater than LAC, LAC. This is very, very important. So in this session, we see long run cost curves. Thank you, students.